All right, today we are diving into a business model that is honestly tailor-made for right now. It's high value, it's something you can do from anywhere, and it brilliantly combines human strategy with the power of artificial intelligence. Let's break down what it means to be a ghost creator.
So, let's just kick things off with a question. Think about any big-time CEO or founder you can name. What's the one thing they have that they can never, ever get back? What is their single most valuable non-renewable asset?
You got it. It's their time. And, just as important, their reputation. These two things are absolutely priceless. And they are the foundation for the huge opportunity we're about to unpack. So, what is this role we're talking about? This brings us to our first big idea, the modern ghost creator. And I want you to forget everything you think you know about traditional ghostwriting. This is something else entirely. It's the ghostwriter completely reinvented for the digital age. I love this way of putting it, because it just completely flips the script. You're not just a hired gun who writes things. You are the strategic, invisible force, kind of the wizard behind the curtain, that shapes and powers an executive's entire personal brand.
Okay, so let's get a really clear definition here. A ghost creator, first and foremost, is a strategist. Your job is to take your client's raw, messy, brilliant ideas and use your own human expertise, supercharged with AI tools, to turn them into polished, high-impact content that makes them look like a genius.
And this is where the real difference lies, right? A traditional writer, well, they sell words. They bill by the hour, focusing on the labor. But a ghost creator? Totally different game. You sell outcomes, like more influence, a better reputation. You bill on a monthly retainer, and your entire focus is on strategy, not just typing.
Okay, so this sounds great, but is there really a market for it? Oh yeah, that brings us right to what we call the executive's dilemma. This is the core problem that creates this massive demand.
Think about it. In this day and age, a leader can't just hide in the corner office. A powerful personal brand is how they attract the absolute best talent. It's how they get investors to write those big checks. It's how they build trust across their entire industry and get to lead the conversations that actually matter. It's not a nice-to-have anymore. It's essential.
But here's the kicker, the big problem. These leaders are running companies, they're in meetings all day, putting out fires. They literally have zero time to sit down and write a thoughtful article. And that creates this huge gap between what they need to be doing for their brand and what they physically can do.
And this is where you come in. This is the solution. Let's talk about the AI-powered business model. This is the how you step right into that gap, turn their scattered ideas into real influence, and build a seriously impressive income for yourself along the way.
Now here's your secret weapon. This isn't about you working 80 hours a week. It's about being smart. You're going to use artificial intelligence as your co-pilot. The AI handles the grunt work, the heavy lifting, which frees you up to focus on what humans do best: strategy, nuance, and quality.
And the actual process? It is so slick and efficient. Check this out. It's just 4 steps. First, your client just sends you a quick 15-minute voice memo, literally them just talking in the car. Second, you feed that to an AI to get a first draft. Third, and this is the magic, you come in and apply your human strategy, fix the tone, and add that final polish. And fourth, you deliver incredible, ready-to-publish content. Simple.
So, because you're delivering so much value and you're doing it so efficiently, you get to charge like a strategist, not like a typist. We're not talking about $50 an hour. We're talking about premium monthly retainers, easily in the neighborhood of $5,000 per client or even more.
And you might be thinking, okay, $5,000 a month, what does that actually get them? Well, here's what a typical package might look like. For that retainer, you're essentially their outsourced thought leadership team, delivering, say, 4 long-form articles, 8 shorter social posts, and a newsletter every single month.
And this is so important to remember. You have to get this in your head. You are not selling words on a page. You're not justifying your price by word count. You are selling a busy executive 2 of their most precious assets back: their time and their reputation. And that is a service worth paying for.
Okay, so you've got a client or 2. How do you actually scale this thing up? How do you command even higher prices? The answer is simple. You specialize. You become an expert.
You see, you don't want to be the person for any CEO. You want to be the person for a very specific kind of leader. Maybe you become the go-to ghost creator for fintech founders who are trying to raise money, or for execs in sustainable energy.
When you specialize, you become an insider, your value skyrockets, and you can charge a serious premium.
All right, we've covered the what, the why, and the how. Now for the most important part, your launch plan. This is the simple, no-fluff guide on how you can literally start doing this today.
And look, getting your first client is not some big scary thing. It's a simple 3-step process. First, just find one local business leader you admire whose online presence could use some help. Second, reach out and offer them a risk-free 1-month trial. And third, use this exact AI-powered workflow to completely blow them away. Your first amazing result is the only marketing you'll ever need.
So really, it all comes down to this one last question for you to think about. The opportunity is real, it's here, and it's waiting. The only question is, whose influence will you build first?